So we'll look at how to find the area of a triangle and also how to calculate the shortest distance between 2 points. So if you see the first triangle that I've written here, this is a right angled triangle, okay? Because it has got a 90 degrees somewhere. For a right angled triangle, the area, to be able to calculate the area is going to be given by half BH. Okay, half BH. Why are we saying half BH? Because you can see that it is making a 90 degrees here. Okay, so you get these two sides which are making 90 degrees. So this is going to be called B. This is going to be called H. The B is the base, and then you have got the H, which is the height. So it's just half base times height. You always consider the point where there is what? A 90 degrees. So meaning that for a right angle triangle, you don't need to use this side to calculate the area. Now for a triangle that doesn't have a 90 degrees, to find the area, you are going to look at two sides and the angle between them. Please take note, it is always two sides and the angle between them. You know that if this is capital A, then this is going to be small a opposite. This is capital C, then the opposite side is going to be small c. This is capital B, then the opposite side is going to be small b. So you can find the area by saying half, and then you can get and you can get this and this. So if you get a and B, you need to get the angle between them. The angle between them is C, okay, this angle. So you always get two sides and the angle between them. So we're going to say half AB and then include the sine, that angle between them, sine C. Or you can say area is equal to, if you get C and B, the angle between them is this one, A. Okay, so you can also find the area by saying half BC and then sine A. Okay, not just that, you can also get C and A, and you also get the angle between them. The angle between them is B. Okay, so in this case, we are going to say area is going to be given by AC, I mean half AC, and then sine A. So this is how you get to determine the area of a triangle that is not right angled. So if it is right angled, to find the area, it is just half base multiplied by height. Pardon?
You're saying that where there's A 1 over 2 and BC
Yeah,
sine A,
yes.
but how
So if you get, let's say this side is x, right?
small letters A and B, small letters from B, capital letters, then small.
Okay, so I was saying area is going to be, if you get this small b and then this small c, then you are going to get the angle between them, you see. So I'm going to say half small b small c and then sine, and then you're going to use capital A because the A capital is representing the angle, but the small c and b, they are representing sides. Is that
That's okay.
all right? So now let's say for this triangle we've been given that this is 30 degrees. Okay, that's 30 degrees. And then you've been given that, let's say this is we can say this is a, what can I say? Okay, this, let me say this is a 5. Let me make it 10. Or let me say this is a 5 here. Okay, this is the triangle that you've been given. And then the question is saying find the area, calculate the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle A, B, C. So the question is, how can you calculate that area? So to be able to calculate the area for this one, we just know the height. We don't know the base. So we need to calculate the base. And that base is what? If this is A, meaning that that base is small a, right? Or we can say it's BC or small a. So we need first to find the small a. And how can we do that? You can see that you've been given the angle 30. We know this side is opposite. And then this is adjacent. So we can use the ratios that we learned. So when you are looking at opposite and adjacent, the ratio that you use is tan. Okay? This is coming from Sokatoa. If you remember, SOHCAHTOA or the one we looked at? So we know that tan theta, in this case the angle that we've been given is 30. So we're going to say tan of 30 degrees is going to be equal to opposite. The opposite side is what? A over adjacent. The adjacent side is the side which is next to the angle. That is 5. Okay? So tan 30 is A over 5. Now we know that tan 30 is a special angle, but it will not give you like a whole number. So just go on your calculator because mostly this will come in paper 2, unless if it is using sin. It can come in paper 1 because sin 30 is just a half. Okay, so you say tan skist on your calculator. That is going to give you 1.732, and that is going to be equal to A divided by 5. So you say this number is also over 1. So you cross multiply 1 times A, that is going to give you A. And then 5 times 1.732, what are we going to get? So that is going to give us about 8.66. Okay, so that is going to be it. So let's say this is 5 meters, then this is also going to be in meters. To find the area, you can now find the area. We know that area is given by half BH. So in this case now you are going to say area is going to be half the base, that's the one you've calculated, 8.66, multiplied by the height is 5. So this is how you get to punch it. And that is going to give you about 21.65. Area is given in meters squared because this unit was a meter. So if the units were centimeters, it would be centimeters squared. So that is how you do it. Is it okay?
Yes, it's okay.
All right. So basically, yes.
From tan 30 centimeters, then where did it come from? From A over 5.
No, what I did is I just got tan 30. You punch on the calculator tan and then you write 30. It will give you 1.73. The A over 5 is still there.
I want to ask you that is to use use cosine, tan, anything like that.
No. This is a right angled triangle, so you don't use the cosine rule or the sine rule. You just use the SOHCAHTOA. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. Now, let's say we have this one here. And then you've been given, let me say this angle you've been given here. Okay, let's say they've not given us that angle. They've given us this side. Let's say this is 21 meters. And then they've given us that this is, let's say this is 15 meters. And then this is, let's say 10 meters. The first question, so we're going to have three questions. A, find, want to find the angle ABC. And then the next question, want to calculate the area of the triangle. The area of triangle ABC. And then the next one, find the shortest distance. That is from, let's say from B to AC. Okay, these are the questions that we have. So let's start with the first one. We want to calculate to find the angle ABC. So if we are talking about the angle ABC, this is A, this is B, this is C. You always get the one on the middle, meaning that the one we want to get is this angle which is here. Okay? So when you have got sides, three sides, and then you want a missing angle, the rule you are going to use is the cosine rule. Cosine rule. So what I'm going to, since I want to find the angle B, So I'm going to start. Remember, this is small b, right? This is small b, this is small a, this is small c. So since I want to find the angle b, then I'm going to start with the side b. And the cosine rule says b squared is equal to a squared plus c squared minus 2ac, and then cosine. Now you use capital B because that's the angle. And then small b, that's the side. Small b is 21. So we are going to put here 21 squared. And that will be equal to small a, you can see that is 15. So that will be 15 squared. Plus small c, you can see that is 10. You square it. Then minus 2, small a is 15. And then small c is also 10. And then cos. What is the angle B? We don't know. That's the one we want to find. Okay. And then now you get to punch just 21 squared. Okay, 21 squared, that is going to be 441. And then the next one you have got 15 squared, which is 225. 10 squared, which is 100. Then minus 2 multiplied by 15 is 30. 30 times 10, that's 300. And then you have got cos B. So this is going to give us 441 is equal to 225 plus 110. That is going to give us 330. This is actually 100 but not 110, so that's 100. So 225 plus 100 is going to be 325. And then minus 300 cos B. Please don't add, you say 225 plus 100 minus 300. No, this 300 is attached to the cos B, so it's not part, you can't add it also. Okay, so from here I'm going to get this 325, I'll take it this side. So it's going to be 441 minus 325, and that is going to be equal to negative 300 cos B. So let's subtract 441 minus 325. That is going to give 116. So 116 is equal to negative 300 cos B. So for me to remain with only cos B, I'll divide both sides by negative 300. Even this side, divide also by negative 300. So that is going to give us cos B being equal to 116 divided by negative 300. That is going to give us negative 0.38666. So to remain now with the angle B, we are going to take cosine the other side, so it becomes cosine inverse, and that will be cosine inverse of negative 0.3866. So all you do is get your calculator, you press shift, and then you go where there is cos. Okay, you press shift and then you go where there is cos. So that is going to be shift cos, that will be cosine inverse of negative 0.3866. So that is going to give us 112.747248. This is going to be in degrees. So mostly you're supposed to leave your answer to three significant figures. But the paper is going to tell you mostly the angles, you leave them to one decimal place. So that will be 112.7. Okay, so this is going to be the answer. This is the angle B. You will now say therefore ABC is equal to 112.7 degrees. Is this okay?
It's okay.
Alright, so now you can go to the next one. I'm going to keep that angle because I need to use it. The next one, calculate the area of triangle ABC. Now you know that this is not a right angle triangle, and then you want the area. Okay, since we have found this angle here, we have found angle B, then the area is going to be equal to half. We'll get the sides which are putting angle B on the middle. So that is A times C. So that will be half AC and then sine b, and that is going to give us half. You get the side A, which is 15, and then the side C, which is 10, and then sine the angle B. Now don't use the angle that you have rounded off. This value here you have rounded it off. Use the actual one you found, 112.7472448. This is actually 00844. So this is the one you are going to punch. Don't use this one. You are going to get a value that is going to be a bit different. Okay. So when you punch this on the calculator, it is times 5 times 15. So this is going to give us 69.16646586316. Then you say this is approximate equal to, you leave it to three significant figures, 69.2. Okay, this is meters squared. So this is going to be the area. And then the next one is asking us to calculate the shortest distance between A and B. Now to calculate the shortest distance, you need to make a right angle triangle from this triangle that you have. So from where you are coming from, so you are coming from B to AC. So I need to make a right angle triangle. So I'll come from B, this is where B is, and then I'm going towards AC. Okay, there. I hope you are able to see how this is from here up to there. Okay, so that line, this is making 90 degrees. This one here is making 90 degrees. So it's just that the triangle is upside down, but if I turn this triangle, it's going to look like this. It's going to be something like this. We're going to have something like this. Okay, and then this is going to be C, this is going to be A, and then this one is B. So I've drawn a line like this. This is what has given us a 90 degrees. So if you see it like this one, finding the area of now a triangle that has 90 degrees, this is going to be the base. Okay, like this one, AC is going to be the base, and then from B to AC, this is going to be the height. So what the question is asking is for us to calculate this height. That height is what we call the shortest distance. The shortest distance between points. Okay, so how do you calculate that? So we are going to say area is going to be equal to half BH. You know that is how you find area, right? But we have already calculated the area. Where is the area? This is the one here, 69.1. I'll not use the rounded off. Use the actual one, 69.16. That is 2465866316, and that is going to be equal to half. What is B? The base. The base is AC. And what is AC? You can see AC is this one. That is 21. And then multiplied by the height H. Okay, so this is going to give us 69.1662. Actually, this is a 4. I didn't write it well. 69.1664. There's no 2 there, there's just a 4. And then 6586316, and that is going to be equal to 21 divided by 2. We know that 2 can go into 20 10 times, that is going to be 10.5 h. So divide both sides by 10.5 for you to remain with the h. So h is going to give you, let's see what it gives us. It is going to give us about 6.5872824616, which we can round off to three significant figures to give the final answer as 6.59 meters. So this is the shortest distance. So when they ask you to calculate the shortest distance, all they're asking you is to calculate the height of a triangle. So consider where it is coming from to where it is going. Okay,